So we're going to talk about how to save money on Spirit, but before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how luggage works. There's basically three types of luggage. The first type is check luggage, luggage that goes underneath the plane. You check it in, and then it is handled by the airlines and delivered at the carousel when you get done with your flight. The second one is overhead luggage, and that's the kind that you would take and put in the overhead bin. And then finally, a personal item. And a personal item is one item. It's basically, they're going to give you a size, and you got to keep the personal item beneath that size. So let's start with the check luggage. On Spirit Airline, the way they make their money isn't by actually selling you a ticket to get on the plane and to fly. They make their money by you bringing luggage and you signing up for all the extra things that you can get. So we'll start with the check luggage. So on Spirit, there's advantages and disadvantages to the check luggage. The check luggage costs about $60 if I remember right. It could change from flight to flight, but on the flights that we've been on to check luggage, it's 60 bucks. The advantages of check luggage are that you give them the luggage when you get to the airport, and you don't have to worry about it until you get off the airplane. The way that Spirit calculates their luggage is what they do is they give you 62 inches, and your height plus your width plus your length has to equal 62. So if you take a tape measure and you measure the height, in this case we've got about 27. Our width here is 17 and a half. Or I guess that was our length, and then our width is about 10. So you add those three numbers together. If it's under 62 inches, it flies. The problem on Spirit Airline is that they also give you a weight limit. So that weight limit is 40 pounds of luggage. And what we have run into is that a lot of times we may make the dimensions, but a lot of times we don't make the weight. Jilly Bean and I travel with scuba gear, and scuba gear is heavy. So this bag right here counts as check luggage because it makes the height, weight, and length. This bag right here is a duffel bag, and the dimensions on this duffel bag are 30 inches, 15 inches, and 14 inches. And so because that's under 62 inches, this bag here could also be considered check luggage. One more thing that could be check luggage is something like this tote. If you take this tote and you measure the length, the width, and the height, you'll find that it's under 62 inches, and we've done that. In fact, we did that in the store at Walmart. We know that to send luggage one way costs $60, and to bring it back costs $60. And so instead of bringing some luggage with us and paying $60 on the way down, we went to Walmart. We bought this storage bin for about $8 or $9, and then we brought it back, and when we got back we had an extra storage bin. Okay, now the advantage of the standard luggage is it's got the wheels on it. Now of course they've got four-wheeled bags and all that kind of stuff, and that has its advantages and disadvantages. The problem with a bag like this is that it weighs just about 11 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 ounces. So of your 40 pounds, 11 of them are just in your luggage. So that means you only have 29 pounds of goods that you can take. This tote, on the other hand, only weighs 5 pounds, 9 ounces. That gives you more weight to put stuff in it. And then finally, this duffel bag only weighs 2 pounds and 12 ounces. So you can carry more stuff. Again, the problem with this is, with this bag, it wheels behind you really nice and easy. With this bag, you gotta carry it. And it's not fun carrying 40-pound bags around the airport. So everything has its advantages and disadvantages. But that is the check luggage. One more major disadvantage to check luggage is that sometimes you get to your destination and your luggage is not there. So that can be a disadvantage for check. Okay, the second type of luggage is carry-on luggage. Spirit Airlines charges about $60 for each piece of carry-on luggage each way. And each person is allowed one piece of carry-on luggage. You can check at least 2 bags of check luggage. Carry-on luggage, you only get 1. The good news is they don't weigh this. The bad news is that it can only be 22 inches by 18 inches by 10 inches. Both of these bags qualify for the overhead bin or overhead luggage. The great thing about this e-bag is that and I'll be doing a video on this so you can kind of see what this is about, but you would carry this on your back. So that can be an advantage or a disadvantage. Obviously it weighs more. The nice thing is if you're going across cobbled streets in downtown Paris, this bag doesn't roll over those real well. Or muddy fields in Africa, this bag fits on your back and it works really well. So that is the overhead luggage. This bag, again, the nice thing about this bag is that it has those wheels on the bottom, and most of the time all you do is extend the handle, wheel it through the airport, and it rolls really nice. The other nice thing about the wheels is if you have 2 people or if you have multiple bags, these bags will stack, and one person is able to take luggage for multiple people. That especially comes in handy if you have a couple little kids going with you. And we used to have a couple little kids that went everywhere with us, so that was a major advantage of that. So that is your overhead bin luggage. So the third type of luggage is under-seat luggage or a personal item. And on Spirit Airlines, the personal item can be 18 inches by 14 inches by 8 inches. And so this box down here represents that measurement. Spirit Airline actually has these metal bins that will fit those dimensions, and when you walk up to the gate, they will check to see if your personal item fits in that box or in that cube. If it does not, then you end up having to pay $100 to get on the plane with your item. So a personal item is anything that fits within that spot. So Jelly Bean's purse fits in this box. It's gonna fly. It's a personal item. Our Jelly Bean's lunchbox would fit in there. That's considered a personal item. Remember, you're only allowed one personal item, so you wouldn't be able to take both those things. If you want to take them both, this one would have to go inside of here and then still fit in the box. Okay? This little doohickey bag here fits inside the box. It's considered a personal item. My backpack, it's a little floppy here, but it fits inside the box. That's a personal item. Now, this Roxy bag, if you filled it with stuff, it would fit inside there. That's a personal item. Now, can you see a difference between the volume and the amount of stuff you might be able to carry here and here? I hope so. Okay, that brings us to our favorite bags. There's 2 of them, the Wandif and the Underseat Pro. Both of these are designed to give you maximum volume inside to carry stuff, but also fit inside of the box. The Wandif and the Underseat Pro are exact. They're half an inch less on each dimension, and so they fit. Now, if you look at our other videos, you'll see how you can pack for up to 5 days inside of a bag like this. Again, there's going to be compromises. You're not going to get the things like shoes, but you can do it. Who does this work really well for? Let me give you a couple examples. You're a college kid. you've got a bunch of clothes at home, you've got a bunch of clothes at school, and you're traveling back and forth, this bag is perfect for you. You don't need to pay $60 each way with a overhead bin or a check luggage. You just put what you need, and it'll get you through. Another group of people this is perfect for. My mom and dad have a place down in Texas. They're snowbirds. They go there for the winter. They get all the stuff that they need for the whole winter inside of this bag because they've got clothes and they've got a car and they've got everything else that they need down in Texas. So this is all they really need to be able to fly. They save $120 flying back and forth per person. And then finally, for people who are going places that are warm, if you're only going for a couple days, you can get a couple days worth of stuff in here. That's why we love these bags, and that's why we use them. Julie Bean and I just got back on a trip to the Bahamas, and we flew part of the way on Spirit. I carried my bag, she carried her bag. We took all the scuba stuff in an overhead bin bag, paid $60 instead of paying $120 each way because we both had stuff for the overhead bin. So that is the Underseat Pro and the Wandif. We've got some reviews and some other things on that. Good way to save money. Thanks. I'm Tim. Check you later.